When the sun goes down. You don't answer him right away. You're still looking at the shop, at the space where she stood, at the door, at everything that now feels different. Yeah, you say finally. Yeah, Earl, can you come over? There's a pause on the other end, then a sigh. All right, he says. I'll lock up and be right there. Don't go anywhere. The line clicks. You don't move much while you wait. You just stand there, listening. Like the shop might actually say something if you give it enough time. A minute passes, maybe more. Hard to tell. Then the bell rings. You can't help but flinch. Earl steps in, already shrugging off his jacket. All right, he says. What's got you so worked up you're calling me from 10 feet away? He tries to smile, but can't quite fully get there. You don't waste time. Someone came in. Earl chuckles and nods because that's normal. Yeah, that happens a lot. In a shop? No, you say. I didn't hear the bell. He shifts to curiosity. All right, he says. Start from the top. You take a breath and try to piece it together in a way that makes sense. She was bald, dark skin, wore something loose, not from around here, island accent, kind of, I don't know, witchy. Earl lets out a small huff like he's humoring you. Witchy? He repeats. Yeah. Look here, plenty of women around this town, I'd say, give off those witchy vibes. She say anything? You hesitate, then nod. She said something about it coming to collect. Earl doesn't respond right away, so you keep going. And then she was gone. No door, no bell, nothing. Vanished. Silence. You glance at him, he's not smiling anymore. And then, you add, I went outside. Earl's eyes widen. Why would you do that? I don't know, you snap. I just did. I needed to know if she was real. You swallow. There was something out there. Now he's really looking at you. What do you mean, something? A figure, you say. The streets looked empty, a tall, thin figure standing at the end of the street, and the sky, it wasn't right. Something was wrong. It split, like a storm was coming in from nowhere. Earl exhales slowly and runs a hand over his mouth. You're sure you didn't hit your head or something today? You just stare at him. That's not funny. Another pause, longer this time. All right, Earl says quietly. Just tell me again about the woman. You repeat it, slower this time, more detail, every piece you can remember. The way she looked at you, the way she stood, the way her voice sounded. Earl listens this time, really listens. And when you finish, he doesn't joke, he just nods once. Real slow. I heard stories, he says. Your voice cracks. What kind of stories? He doesn't answer right away, looks around the shop instead, like he's checking to make sure something isn't listening. Your grandmother, he says finally. She didn't tell you everything. You let out a dry laugh. Yeah, I'm getting that. Earl ignores it. There were things tied to this place, to this town, long before you or me. He shifts his weight, uncomfortable now. People used to say there were those who could walk one way in the day and another at night. You feel the hair raise on the back of your neck. Not just stories either, he adds. Your grandmother, she knew people, knew things she didn't talk about. You shake your head. No, she would have told me. Earl looks at you, almost annoyed. No, he says, she wouldn't. Silence settles between you. Then he glances toward the door. The light outside is starting to fade. Listen to me, Earl says, more serious now. If what you're saying is even close to right, you don't stay here tonight. You don't answer. He steps closer. Those things, if they are what I think they are, they don't come out in the day. Your throat grows dry. They come out when the sun goes down, he says. You think about the figure, the distance, the way it didn't move. And when they come, he adds, they don't wander, they collect. The word just kind of feels different this time, collect. He grabs his jacket. Lock this place up, go home, I mean it. I know a guy we can talk to in the morning. You nod because, it's easier than arguing. He hesitates at the door and looks back at you. You promise me. You hold his gaze. Yeah, you say. I'll close up here. The bell rings as he leaves. The shop goes quiet again. You stand there for a long time. Then slowly you walk to the door, turn the lock, and instead of leaving, you flip the lights off. The room drops into darkness, but not completely. Light from the street outside spills into the windows, cutting across the floor in long, uneven strips. Puddles of amber glow stretch through the aisles, catching glass, metal, edges of things that now look unfamiliar. You sit in the chair by the door, just for a moment, thinking about what Earl said. You don't believe it. Not really. It starts to feel ridiculous the longer you sit with it. You run through it again in your head. The woman, the figure, the sky. It doesn't make sense. It couldn't make sense. You let out a breath and lean forward, elbows on your knees. Maybe you just need to go home. Sleep. Come back tomorrow. Look into it, do some research. You nod to yourself. Yeah, you mutter. Yeah, that's all this is. You slap your hands against your knees, smack. Like you're commanding yourself to move. You stand. And immediately fall back into the chair. Something is standing right in front of you. You didn't hear the bell. The door didn't open. She's just there. The woman. Closer than before. A lump forms in your throat. What? You can't even finish. She doesn't speak, she just stares at you. Slowly, she raises her hand. One finger extends. You don't move. You can't. She presses it gently to your forehead. Everything explodes. Memories flood in all at once. You and Nan in the kitchen, laughing, flour everywhere as you try to roll pasta. Younger Nan chasing you through the park, both of you out of breath. Standing beside her at your parents' funeral, her hand gripping yours tighter than anything you've ever felt. Nan outside your school yelling at a boy twice your size for putting his hands on you. It's too much. It hurts to watch, to feel, like your head can't hold all of it in at once. And then it slows. One memory pulled forward. You're 5, sitting in the corner of the shop, playing with a vintage train set. The door opens, the bell rings. She walks in. The same woman. You see it clearly now. She's talking to Nan. Your grandmother looks different, tense, angry. She tells the woman to get out, her voice sharp, furious. The woman doesn't leave right away. She looks at you. Then back at Nan, muttering something under her breath you still can't make out. Nan turns, looks straight at you, and everything goes blank. Snap. You're back, sitting in the chair, the shop around you, the woman still standing there, sweat dripping down your face, your chest heaving. What just happened? She doesn't answer right away. She just stares at you. Then slowly, she takes a step back. Her eyes never leave yours, and for the first time, a faint smile touches her face. Maybe now, she says quietly, you'll believe me. End of part 3. Stories with Saint. We're on story 13, Rouge, and now you have no excuse but to go vote with us, either on the broadcast channels, Saint Shadow Society on Instagram or Facebook, or just go to storieswithsaint.com. Love you guys.